Hi Leo, welcome to your When the Ex Returns reading for January 3rd through the 17th. Truth be told, I shuffled, laid everything out, and I couldn't fit this. I'm looking at the viewfinder, I couldn't fit these cards, and I was having a real issue. It took like a minute, and I was like, why don't I just restart? So this is what was laid out. Let me go through it. Oh, also, everything you need to know about this reading, as usual, is in the description box below, and this, excuse me, assumes that your ex has come back, not if they will. And it's not, sometimes exes are exes for a reason, and that's fine. This is just, you know, all of a sudden they come back and you're like, what's going on? So hopefully this helps. Okay. So we've got, all right, we've got the Hierophant, we got the Knight of Wands, we got the Tower, we got the Seven of Pentacles, and we've got the Three of Cups. Okay, so, oh, and this is the Six of Cups. Somebody came back to make things right, or they realized they were wrong. There's been some kind of, well, the interest is in settling the score, doing the right thing, balancing the scales, restoring justice, or just atoning, basically. Being generous. Maybe they remember you fondly, and then that's what the reunion's about. Okay, so there was a love with this person, and they probably did something stupid and brash. And then now we have this new beginning, right? Could be also that there was a love with this person, and they've realized, like they've done a 180, they've realized their mistake, and they want a new secure beginning, whereas before it was all about the chase, it was all about the romance, this and that. But they wanted to taste and try everything, and they since had a 180, as evidenced by the Tower right here, and they want a secure new beginning with you. This is a Hierophant. This would suggest that what they were like before, they have done an about face and they're now ready for a commitment or settling down, and that's probably why they're coming back to you. However, this bothers me because this could be an epiphany, realizing, okay, oh my gosh, you know, my Leo, they were like the perfect mate for me. However, this also could be, so this could be a breakthrough or an epiphany that they've realized on a grand scale. Holy cow, what am I doing? I need to get back together with that person or find them again, and just, if nothing else, say I'm sorry so I can move forward guilt-free, or, you know, fresh slate. But I think they've probably gotten their heart broken. I think they probably had somebody do to them what they did to you. And so now they're like, hi, can I come in and can we talk? This would suggest, hold on, let's see right here. So anyway, they still feel very passionate towards you, and they would like to take the relationship to the next level if you're willing, and we're talking quickly. This doesn't seem like it's somebody who dilly-dallies or, you know, wastes any time. How did they feel things ended with you? I think timing was an issue. Okay, so there was no confusion, and it just didn't work out. They might have just been like, you know what, I'm not ready for anything solid or committed. I've still got stuff to get out of my system. And they might not even realize they felt that way, but they were acting it out, like by not being reliable or just taking you for granted. And maybe things were just boring for them. This is confusion and anxiety, and knowing what's what, and having no reason to feel confused or anxious in this situation, but still feeling that way. It just leads to more questions and more, like they just didn't want the situation to be the way it was. It was almost like they were bored, or things were too safe or settled, or they just weren't ready for it. And so there's probably, you know, cheating, just lack of respect for your contribution in the relationship. And now maybe they're thinking about looking back on it like, ooh, having some regrets, thinking, you know, I was kind of a jerk, so I need to make this right. Their version of making this right could be anywhere between, hi, I want to get back together with you, I love you, I'm sorry, I was an a-hole, or to, I'm willing to be what in your life, whatever capacity you will allow. However, I really would like the safety and comfort and stability that I had with you. Because honestly, I don't know if this was a realization, and they've gone out and done their thing, and now they're back like, okay, I got it out of my system, I want to settle down, or I'm ready for that commitment that I didn't appreciate before. or if this is somebody did to them what they did in your relationship. And they're like, oh, dang, I want to come out of the rain. I want to go back in where there's a solid, safe place instead of out here where there's thunder and a tornado and lightning. They plan to, okay, this right here, 3 of Cups and Knight of Wands, this is about sort of engaging the social aspect of it or friends. So this is a lot of like going around, it's almost like rallying the troops, letting everybody know I'm back in town, or hey, my interest is in this person again. Why don't we all get together and hang out? But really, it's all about you. But they're approaching it from the side and from over here and this and that because maybe, excuse me, they might be afraid of rejection to approach you directly about it because they know they did wrong. And so for their grand plan here, in order for it to work, they might feel like they have to kind of ease in. So if whoever you're thinking of or whoever the ex is that showed up for you, Leo, their intent is to take it to the next level if you're willing. They'll happily stay wherever, but they would prefer back to the way it was with you. Just saying. This is somebody that does not feel good about being on their own. They don't feel safe or good about being on their own. Too many things could happen, basically. Okay, and this just flew out. So that could be how you feel about, like, you're just like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm over you. I'm good. You know, there's a reason why we broke up, but maybe they have a convincing argument. Maybe they're truly sorry. This would say that they are. If you're looking to see, okay, are they? Yes, they are. They realize what happened. This feels like this is you're not convinced and you don't want to really deal with it or make a decision either way. I don't want to hear this right now. I don't want to look at this. I don't want to, you know what I mean? That's what this is. Leave me alone. It's nice to see you, but don't start that business again. Especially if they did what they did, you know, if this is correct. So if you wanted this person back, you got them. I mean, granted, I had said before, 2 aces are trickery. So, but nothing about this shows insincerity. If anything, it shows somebody that's done a 180 and realizes, oh, I messed up earlier. What was I thinking? I didn't appreciate this person. You know, I now have a newfound appreciation for stability and whatnot. So as far as the trickery goes, that probably implies what happened in the past, because this is the backstory right here. So this is talking about in the past, maybe they talked about, you know, I love you so much. And then, you know, you had a strong, stable love and commitment with this person. Then they went around and did a bunch of things stupid on their own. This would suggest they did it in a solitary nature. So it's nothing that their friends really knew about. Otherwise, your friends probably would have called them on it. And when they break up, they're like, well, I'm just better off this way. I feel better about going off this way or doing my own thing. And in reality, it was like, okay, go ahead. You're going to drown, but whatever. And then here they are again. And this is not dogging somebody that comes knocking on your door again if you're a cross watcher. But if you're this person that were stupid, you're stupid. And now you're coming back. And it is what it is. So there we go, Leo. All right. So this is you kind of not really feeling either way about it. You need time. You want to do what you want to do. You don't want to have to make a decision right now. You're maybe feeling confused, or you're just not wanting to go there. You're blocking your emotions. Fine. They'll still stick around. So depends on you. If you want to send them packing, send them packing. Their intentions are pure because I think they do appreciate what they had with you. However, you know, obviously, you know, but as far as your individual situation, this is general, right? That would ultimately be for you to decide. And it's not, you can't just show up on my doorstep and expect everything to go back to the way it was. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. You know that. Walk in the park, right? Okay. What does Leo need to know? Okay. The many masks we wear, knowing yourself, self-analysis, being self-aware. So this is about being able to be yourself, being with someone that you can be yourself with. and that you can put down, or you can decide who you want to be, when you want to be, or just be your authentic self. And then all of this right here gets laid to rest when you're around that person. Knowing yourself well enough to know that, okay, when I'm in this situation, this is how I handle it. This is my role. This is what I default to and all this. But when I'm at home, more and more, the more I get to know myself, the more I realize I need to be with somebody that can accept all of me, and they're not going to get bored and bail and do something stupid. There you go. Focused intention. Always reminds me of Wonder Woman. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. Yeah, see, this would suggest, Leo, that you're like in a period where it's all about you and your career or your other pursuits. This person's not really on your radar, and they haven't been because they're an ex, right? So this really is your choice. This is saying this person's going to have to earn their way back in, that you're not going to be derailed from what you're doing right now. This person's going to have to kind of earn it and wait and be on the sidelines, and you will dictate what you want and when you want, but they'll be there. So, and we're not talking about being disrespectful and playing mind games. This is just like, you broke up, you moved on and are doing your own thing, and then they show back up again, and they're like, I just want to be in your life, whatever capacity you'll allow, but will you consider this? Do you know what I mean? Okay. And like I said, they're not going to come at you directly. They're going to rally the troops first. They're going to be talking, they're doing social things. They're telling all your friends, all their friends. There's a lot of sort of going around and getting kind of peripheral support, or like making everybody else aware. And truth be told, that kind of feels manipulative. You know what I mean? Like you're making it so that I have to see you again, or that we have to go out because you're part of the group, or you know what I mean? So I don't know how you feel about that. I know for me that would not truck, but there's nothing in here to suggest any trickery other than the 2 aces in the past. But this right here is social. And this Knight is more about like, everybody, let's go, you know, whereas the Knight of Swords is somebody that does something in solitude, doesn't even think, they just act. Like there's not even that time for planning or rallying the troops or anything. This is just tearing into this, you know, off into the distance. This right here is like, you know, Braveheart, basically, rallying the troops. And then we've got the celebration or the partying with the troops right here. So that's something that's on my radar. Just somebody that's kind of, maybe it's optimizing their chances. You know what I mean? Like maybe you'd be nicer to them in a group than you would be in private. Okay, so just be aware of that, okay? All right. Okay, Leo, so that's when the X returns for you. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.